So talk to me a little bit about Josh Smith.
So athletic. The first time I saw him play, well, at Oak Hill, it was like the second day he was here, and we had some coaches here that night. He took off from the foul line off 2 feet and dunked it with 2 hands. And I've seen Dr. J and people like that in a dunk contest,
right.
but I'm watching this guy in a pickup game do it, and he's 6'8", 6'9".
Right.
Most guys that size are not that agile and not that athletic. And he came in with that big reputation, and we had to work a lot with him on his ball skills, and he needed to get his shot off the bounce. He could catch and shoot. He could catch lobs and do those kind of things, and drive it and dunk it and shoot threes. But there was like no in between game. Right. And he's still working on that and developing that. And he's been in the league, a long time, like 8 years now. But he's so talented athletically and gifted physically, and he probably should have been an all-star by now. Like this year, he's had a great year. It's just tough.
Yeah, he's put up some games where he's had some incredible numbers as well.
And he'll have a game. I've seen him play where he's not played well, and but it's tough at that level. You're gonna have off games, but he's a guy that stuffs the stat sheet.
What was the recruiting process with him? I know he was from Georgia
yeah.
originally, and probably good friends with Dwight Howard in high school. And,
supposedly, when he got here, just verbally committed to Indiana, and
right.
That incident I was talking about when he dunked the ball. Mike Davis was here. He was the coach that night. Mike Davis was here. I remember who was here that night. Mike was here. Bob Huggins was here, and Rick Pitino was here that night. And I was sitting with Coach Davis, and like towards midcourt in our gym, and Huggs and Rick Pitino were sitting together like a couple bleachers down. There was other coaches here. When he made that play, I remember they both looked down at Mike and said, "You're wasting your time here. You need to be in another gym. That guy's never going to go to Indiana." So, just because of how athletic he was.
Right.
And back then, honestly, they would draft you on potential. They still do it nowadays. They draft you on potential, and of course his potential was through the roof, and he never ended up going. And I knew by December that he probably wasn't going to go to college at all. He and his dad had already talked about it, and so he had been committed to Indiana, but he ended up, not going, obviously, going straight to the NBA.
Well, I know that when I was here, when I met him when I was a little kid here, and I told him, congratulations on, Indiana and good luck. I wish him good luck. And it was kind of, I kind of foresaw later that he wasn't going to end up at Indiana, but
he went along with the charade a little bit, just like.
But he was a quiet kid. I remember
he
was kind of a quiet kid, and I remember Rajon kind of was too.
Very quiet. He still is. Josh is a little more outgoing. Rajon's really, and if you don't know Rajon, you're not friends with him. He's really reserved.
Right.
But when you're with him and you know him, he opens up. He's got a great personality, but he's, like I said, he's pretty much to himself.